Hi YouTube, it's Cormie. This is a video response to Torridiana777's Please Watch video. This is about owning your flaws. We're supposed to list some insecurities about ourselves and ways that we've found the positive in ourselves. And some of my insecurities have always been my forehead, my skin, my acne, and dark circles, stretch marks. And the ways that I've found to look at the positive as far as those things are concerned is number one, I say those things out loud, whether it's my forehead or my stretch mark or acne. I say those things out loud. The things that I cannot do anything about, I really just have a one-on-one with myself and I say, self, this forehead really not going anywhere. I can swoop bang it, you know what I'm saying? I can pull my hair up front, but as soon as the wind blows or you wake up in the morning with that cap on, like your forehead's still going to be there. So just really saying, you know what? This is the forehead I've been given. There's no miracle cream or surgery that I'm going to be able to get to reduce this forehead. So, we're stuck together. And then finding something else about myself that, I love 10 times more to kind of take that kind of balances it out. But what I would say to put a different spin on this, and hopefully, Tori, Deanna, you really won't ding me for this because I really love your videos, is like the flaws that you can really, do something about. I would say, do something about them. And that's what I've found as far as self-esteem is concerned is really important. And there's a process to this. You don't just go out there and do something about it right off the bat. You need to find out what the root cause of that issue is. Like, are you insecure about that issue because your man said something about it, because someone made fun of it, because you saw something on television, you're comparing yourself to other people, your friends, someone you wish you looked like, a magazine cover, or do you really not like that issue because you don't like it? You know what I'm saying? Like, once you get to that root issue and you really have a one-on-one with yourself and you go, let me look. Do I really not like these bushy edges because I really just don't like bushy edges? Or do I not like these edges because so many people are used to relaxed hair that they always got to comment about it because looks like I need a touch up. You know what I'm saying? So if you really don't like that item or that thing about yourself that you just, really deep in your soul feel like, I just don't like this. I feel a way about this because I don't like it. Not because of TV, not because of my man, not because of my friends, not because who I'm trying to be like someone else, because I feel like I don't like it. Then you do something about it. Say it out loud to yourself. Research whatever it is that you don't like about yourself, and then you know do something about it. If you're overweight and you feel like, or you're underweight and you feel like you want to gain weight or you want to lose weight, and that's something you can actually do something about, do something about it. If you know what I'm saying, have stretch marks and you feel like you want to do something about your stretch marks, do something about it. And don't let anybody tell you you're not, or you have your nose issue and you want to do something about it, do something about it. Because don't let anybody tell you, oh, you don't love yourself. You don't love being black. God gave you this or God gave you that, so, it's something wrong with you because want to fix something of your physical body that, you don't like. Because ultimately, this body is a casing. That's it. Your soul is who you are inside. Your soul is attached to your personality and what makes you your individual self. What makes you want to express yourself the way you do through your clothes, through the music you listen to, through, the cultural, through the way your life is. Your soul, that is what it is. But there's also a reason why, no matter how many compliments you get on your hair, or oh girl, I love your bone structure, I wish I was your size, oh, I would take those stretch marks any day over mine, I'd love to be your height, I love this, I love that one thing about yourself that you really, really don't like, a million other people would be just happy with it. It doesn't matter. Like, don't let somebody talk you out of what you feel about you. If ultimately you feel that way because of you, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's a reason why when you're 9, 10, 11, 15, who knows, whatever age, why when you have no stretch marks and you wake up with that first stretch marks, you go, oh my God, what is that? Oh, look at that nasty little thing. Like, you don't look at that stretch mark and go, oh, you're just pure and you're a gift from God. And it's not because someone taught you that on television. It's because ultimately when you were a kid and you didn't even know what a stretch mark was, and you saw that stretch mark, you were grossed out by it, because biologically, the human brain is not attracted to flaws. According to, like, biblical, I'm not trying to be all Bible-ish on you, but like, like, we're supposed to be created in, like, God's image. And so that's why human beings, like, even as babies, are attracted to unflawless or to flawless things. So, and I'm not saying this to be like, go out and surgically alter yourself, go out and spend your life in a plastic surgery surgeon's office. By no means I'm saying that at all. But what I am saying is that you'll waste a lot less money on all these products that you're buying, on all these chemicals you put in your hair, on all these things that you're doing to yourself, because you're putting a Band-Aid on it with those things, with that food, with all the purses and the shoes and the makeup and all the hair and all this other stuff that you do to Band-Aid that real issue that you have about you, because you let somebody talk you out of whatever it is that you don't like about yourself, because they say, you're not being black. You're not loving yourself. Yourself is not this body. Yourself are not those teeth in your mouth. Yourself are not those stretch marks. Yourself are not those boobs, that fat, that height, that hair. Yourself are none of those things. So ultimately, if you do something about those things, how can anybody truly say you don't love being you? Because that's like saying, okay, how are they going to just attach themselves to your soul inside of who you really are, which has nothing to do with your body, and say, you don't love being you? Like, they don't even know you. And the reason why, no matter what anybody else says, no matter how many compliments you get, you still have an issue with those things, is because you want to reflect through your physical self what you and who you are inside. So understand that the two are not the same. Body, soul, different. Trying to do something about a physical flaw in your body does not mean you do not love your soul and your internal self. Okay? Come to that realization. Don't be around negative people. If you got negative friends, you got a negative man, you got negative family members, cut them loose. You don't need those people in your life. You find out what makes you happy. If fixing your nose is going to make you happy because you have always disliked your nose, no matter what your mother or your grandmother or your man or your husband or your kids say, then you know what I'm saying? Like, ultimately, really, like, do something about that. Either you decide not to do something about it, or you decide to do something about it. But make a decision. Because once you make a decision and move on and say, self, I'm either going to live with it or I'm not, it's no longer an insecurity. Because you've made a decision and you've moved on with your life. And then you don't spend the money, the time, the emotional issue on that insecurity anymore. So, yeah. Definitely, I would say that. This is not a public service announcement, please, for plastic surgery by any means. Ladies, love yourself, but also understand that your physical self is not your true self inside. So altering, fixing, making that physical self better does not by any means mean that the inside of you, that you don't love who you are. Because the physical self will never truly express who you are in your soul and in your heart. And that's why the expression that beauty is only skin deep really runs to the core, because it is. You'll never be as pure, you'll never be as flawless as who you are inside, no matter what you surgically do to your outside. So you do what makes you happy. And ultimately, that's the best self-esteem advice I can give for anybody. Thanks for tuning in. And please don't hate me for this one, but comment, rate, and do what you gotta do. Peace out, and God bless.